Hello. How is everyone doing tonight? Wait for the chat to pop up. People pop in. I see 3. Woohoo! Hi, everybody. How are we doing tonight? I'm doing way better than last week. Thank goodness. So, hi, Sandy. Good to see you. Long time no see. I'm going to move this one over so I can go find my chat so I can watch it down here just in case I need some more chat to see. And welcome, everyone. So good to be here after surviving my stomach flu last week. So feel 10 million times better. My brain is starting to get back. All I have to do is make sure I stay hydrated, which is a little bit tricky sometimes. But other than that, we're doing good. Hi, Cindy. Welcome. Hi, Kristen. Good to see you. And Denise. Hi. How is everybody tonight? We're still a little chilly here. I don't know about you guys, but hi, Romola. It's still quite a bit less. Well, I expected it to be warmer than it is turning out to be this week. So it'd be kind of nice if we got some little bit warmer days. Hi, Mike. Welcome. If I missed anybody, hello. And hi, I'm Becky with Vintage Viking Treasures. I am in Colorado Springs, Colorado. This is my Tuesday night live sale. I normally am here every Tuesday. Last week kind of kicked me in the backside, and nobody wanted to see that show. Believe me. So we had to kind of call it off last minute. I tried to put it up in community chat. Hello, Denise. Welcome. And I knew it wouldn't catch everybody for being notified, but I tried to at least throw it out there so the majority of people who are coming to look for something here on a Tuesday would hopefully see that in the community chat. So sorry for the late notice on that. I was uninformed of it as well. So exactly. I was like, there's no way. Yeah, no. Hi, Ma. How are you doing tonight? Hope you're feeling a little bit better. So let's see. So I do a live sale. I usually do an offer up format, which means I give a starting offer and you put offers in the chat. Everyone has a chance to answer a competing offer until everyone says they are in or out, and then it is counted down in the chat to be considered sold. Hey, Geneva, good to see you tonight. Kristen Ruby, Thrifted Gems is my mod for tonight. There in the chat. She will be my second pair of eyes and ears and my second brain this evening. Just in case I miss anything, she'll be throwing up some all capitals or emojis or anything like that to get my attention and make sure that we're all on the same page before we continue. And if you have any questions, throw them in the chat. Myself, anyone in the chat who knows what's going on, knows the answer to the question, can put it in there. Hi, Sherry. Good to see you. And let's see. I said I'm from Colorado Springs, so I use PayPal for invoicing. I have had I had the opportunity on Sunday to do a sale for Helen, fill in for her spot because she was sick, and since I was recuperated enough to do that, I was able to help out there. And so I had a Sunday sale. I had a sale yesterday with Yvonne Thrifty Rich. Hi, Mary Beth. Good to see you. And then tonight. So I will be invoicing all 3 of those sales together in one invoice to save on shipping and invoicing and everything else. So those hopefully will be going out in the next 48 hours. I'm hoping to work on them tomorrow. Well, no, it just depends. 48 hours. We should be able to get going through that. So hi, Susan. Good to see you this evening. So therefore, I also ask in return that y'all try and pay your invoices within 48 hours, and then I will be shipping within 48 hours. I am getting on I have these 2 weeks before we head out for our next show, and it is a little bit bigger planning for me because I am planning and have to be packed and ready to go to a show in Springfield, Missouri, which is the Fenton Bash. And then after that, we leave and go over towards, drive towards Florida, and other people are meeting us there. And we will be going on our cruise from there. So I have to kind of have everything all together. And next week is probably going to be a little chaotic for getting all that together. So I'm going to try and make sure that these 3 sales get taken care of and not too much is held over, because I will be not home for an extended period of time to do any shipping. So with that being said, I believe that's the majority of all the things and stuff and such. If I've missed anything, holler at me, we'll get it figured out. I did want to show you that one of the things I've been trying to do, which I felt behind on last week, get up there, but was able to get some more organizing done behind me on Sunday. I found my sticker stash. I know I told people, I know there's going to be some people who are totally uninterested in it, but this is my sticker collection from when I was in 6th grade is when I really remember doing it. And this whole Tupperware container is full of stickers. And at some point, I'm going to be doing a sale with some of that. And the good news is I found them. I knew they were around here somewhere, and we got them. Now I know where they are. So that's some of the good news. I have Fenton. I have the last box and a half that I had saved for, I know, that's what I was saying. I know it's around here somewhere. Hey, Jason, good to see you. And I knew I had seen it, but I'd moved it. So it was great to be able to come across it while I was doing some more organizing at the beginning of this week. So I'm going to just unpack this box and we'll go an item at a time. This is the second half of that Fenton collection that I purchased here locally, that I pulled out 4 boxes to show you guys here on YouTube before it went to Springfield. And because I was sick, I was like, oh no, hopefully I can still get through all of that. And we need to get through it so then it can be packed so that we can be ready for that for next week. So many things that got to go in a certain order to get them all accomplished and all done. So let me do just, excuse me, a little bit of unwrapping, and I will have, oh, that one's got a little sharp spot there. Let's see what we got in this box. Oh, because I know half of this box had been seen and half of it had not. So we don't need to see any shoes. There we go. So let's see. I'll probably do a couple of choices. Let it go a little bit quicker through. I don't remember if I offered up any of these baskets. That's what happened to my brain last week, as my memory is not there for the stuff that's not super important at this point. So I think if you've seen it before, give me some grace. I think what I know is in here is the shoes. We did all the shoes and got through those before. So what's in this box is some bonbon dishes and some baskets. Let's see. Okay. I'm going to do a choice. And, oh, yeah, I think that's what we saw these two before. I think we saw this mini basket with that whirl or saw blade pattern in it previously. So I'll just quick offer them as a choice since they're already up and out. This is a pale pink, almost a pale lilac color with the opalescent edge. And then this is the super pale pink with the opalescence and the iridized finish. These small mini baskets can start at $9 normally these would probably be around, I would say, 25 to 35 at a show. And I can start them here at the minis at 18 for you guys, if anyone is interested. This one has a retired sticker on it. So it says retired Fenton, handmade in the USA. That's what that sticker says. And they're just a little mini size. So in comparison, this is usually a small size basket. So these are the minis. Hi, Nightmare. Good to see you. Baskets are not my favorite to ship, but these small size ones are not a problem because you have to really make sure you don't have any pressure on the handles when you're packing them up. These have been pushed out into, say, like a banana boat style. So normally all three sides are cupped up like a bowl, but these ones are just pulled up on the two sides, and that's called the banana boat style in terms of how they're pulled up. So hi, Bonnie. No worries. We're just starting out. So that's the first two minis available. Good to see you. Thanks for coming. We're going to work our way up size-wise. These will be the same start price, please, Kristen, of 18. This one, I have two choices again. So this is a pale pink iridized finish. Has a grape pattern, the opalescence along the crimp. And the other choice is this little bit of a narrower basket. Hi, Leanne. Not Leanne. See, that's my brain. Lene. I did it backwards. Good to see you tonight. And this one has the, it's got, I can't remember the name of this pattern. This is where my brain and not being hydrated isn't all there currently. But it's, again, a pale pink with an iridized finish and opalescent edge. And this is a straight finish to it versus it being crimped up like the double crimp on this basket. So these are much more cupped up like a normal basket shape. And I love the little foot on this one. It's very dainty. This has a Fenton sticker right there. Yeah, I like these little mini ones. This one has the oval at the bottom. And this one probably has the oval right in the bottom. It's right in the middle of that little pattern. So I love how Lene says that every time, Kristen. And if there's something somebody wants to come back to, we can do that. I don't know how the lag is for tonight, but I'm going to just keep moving so we can get through as much as possible. Again, this is a small size and this is the mini size. So now, lots of people will tell you in the Fenton world, don't hold it by the handle. The handles have been applied, which means they have been attached on both sides when the glass was hot, forming a connection, melting them together. However, that is the weakest part of this whole piece, is where those two pieces of glass were connected. And that is where, if it is going to break, then it is that's the highly likely spot for it to happen. You can see the mold marks, the handle mold marks are really nice on this one. And you can see this one's got the circles. It's the same. Yeah, it's the same handler. Same person put those handles on these little mini baskets. So I try not to hold them by the handles, but occasionally it happens. All right. Next up, we have a hobnail pattern baskets. They are probably originally the same shape at the bottom. This one's just been pushed out more to open it up. This is the small size basket. This is a cranberry opalescent. Oh, this one's got a chip. This one has a big chunk right there in the foot. So if someone is interested in this one for $10, it can be a quick claim because I can't take that to the show or can't sell that for a regular retail. But if you're interested in having that shape, that colorway, so you can turn that little chip to the back and not even see it. But that's how much I've handled these pieces. You can see it that way multiple times, packing and unpacking them now. And that is the first time I've noticed that. So if you're interested in this cranberry hobnail, just, what did I say? I don't know what the word was that I said, but you can claim this one for $10 if you're interested. Otherwise, this one will probably go to my booth and it won't go to the show. There you go. Thank you, Kristen. So we'll get a different one up here for choice with this. Make sure it's good on this foot. There is the oval on this one. So the other hobnail is an opalescent with a pink crest, and it has an iridized finish. This one would probably be, again, around the $35 price point at my show, so I can start it at $20 here. They are a little bit taller, depending on how tall the handles are. This one has a twist pattern in the applied handle. And there is the handler's mark, which is that design that's pushed in. It's kind of similar to if someone uses a wax seal, like to seal an envelope. That's kind of the same kind of a piece that you're pushing into that hot glass to get that that good seal to push it onto the piece, and then it shows who applied the handle. It's kind of like their signature. This one must have been used for a plant at one point. When we unboxed it the first time, it was full of dirt and washed right up, and this gorgeous iridized finish just popped right back out again. So lots of pinks tonight, looks like, on this first group. All right. Next choice, I have a green and a pink. $20 choice. Again, these all average right in there, 30, 35, 40, give or take. I'm just trying to give a good ballpark and first dibs for you guys here. There is the Fenton Oval. This is a green with an opalescent in the crimp, has an iridized finish. It has a grape pattern around the sides, around the outside. And it is smooth, no pattern on the inside. Has a nice twist to the handle, which this one is twisted much tighter. This one has not got nearly as many turns in it. It is a little bit bigger than the last baskets that I showed. So it is about 5 inches across. And this one is about 5.5 inches tall. Hi, Helen. Good to see you. Hope y'all had a good sale over there tonight. I hope you're feeling much better. So that's the green choice. And the pink choice is this paneled botanical or floral. Translucent pink. It's one of those pinks that I probably can't tell you which one it is because they're so close to the other colors. There is the Fenton logo, and it has a nice smooth applied handle. And there's where it was applied. So they are around the same size. So this one is cupped up more like a regular bowl. Double crimp. And this one is very similar to that banana boat style again, where it's just pushed up on the two sides and not all the way around. So that is the choice currently, pink or green. Ding, ding, ding. And I have this one, it's kind of in the middle. It's not nearly as, it's about the same size, but it's not pushed out, right? You could totally put a bottle brush tree in it. I do not know what this pattern is, but it has a like a floral, like a petal design right on the inside. And then it's got this rib design on the outside. So again, this would be a $20 start. Actually, make this one an $18 start, please, Kristen. It has a pattern to the handle, but it is not twisted. Just barely got a curve to it. So it goes almost straight across with that one. And this one is quite a bit thicker, so it's heavier. And there is the Fenton logo on that one. And it only has a single crimp. It doesn't have the double crimp along the edge of the basket. All right. Okay, last basket choice. We're going to the next size up. It's a little bit taller. It's about 7.5 inches tall and about, well, widest point, it's almost 6.5 inches wide. This would be a $24 start, please. I don't have a choice for this one since it's the last one out of the box. It is the lime green with the inverted strawberry pattern. Has an iridized finish to it. And it has a spiral handle that's been applied. This also has that finish. Here's where it was attached, which has another design that we haven't seen. Right there. And yeah, none of these pieces are reacting to black light. None of these colors, put it that way. This is a nice substantial piece of glass. It does not feel thin. It's very thick. This one happens to have the original store barcode on it, so you can see the original price from when it came out. One of the JD, I believe, there is the color code, and then the other part is the style code for what this one is. So yeah, this is a really pretty combination. This is about as big as I like to go for shipping baskets anymore, because when I wrap them, I wrap around the crimp to begin with, and then I wrap over the handle, and then I fill this void, and then I go around with bubble wrap one way and around with bubble wrap the other way. And by the time we're done, this 7-inch basket is probably going to be about a 9 to 10-inch ball of bubble wrap, so that we have enough cushion that it's not hit any direction in a box while being shipped, because this handle, as soon as this handle gets any pressure on it, is going to pop right off and break the whole basket. So I have shipped much bigger baskets. We've had people ask us to ship them in smaller boxes, and that one got totally munched. So I will not do that anymore, because I don't want to risk breaking glass by not having it sufficiently packed. So that's the other reason why I choose to not ship baskets that are bigger than that. So let's see. Yeah, they can tell who the person was that applied this specific handle. So this is a little brochure that this basket happens to have on it, and that is the person that is applying the handle. That's why it's called a handler's mark, because it's the mark of the person who put on the handle of the basket. And here are some of the different designs and the people that had those as their personal marks. Yes. Can you see the pink hobnail again? You certainly, which one did you want? This is the white, excuse me, it's a French opalescent. So it's the clear to the opalescent, iridized finish with the pink crest, or a special chip piece, which was a $10 start or $10 quick claim, is the cranberry opalescent hobnail basket. And it is that smaller size, which is about 5 inches tall and about 5 inches wide. The first one, you got it. So again, that one. Yes, they had different teams of people There would be a gatherer, which would be the person who would get the glass out of the furnace. And then you'd have somebody who would blow it out. And they all have this specific names. And I think one of my videos about Blanco, I went through the whole process of reading all of their, you certainly can impress me. Kristen, would you mind helping me with where it was on a start on this one? This was 20. Perfect. And in that, the terms for the glasswort and making the different pieces and the different parts of the process, they should be very similar from company to company. So that would be a good video for reference if you wanted to go look at, I think it was probably a year or two ago that I had done a video through the visitor center at Blanco. So, all right, we have Impress Me and welcome. Thanks for joining us tonight. Yes, Cindy, she is. Like I said, she's my second brain. Probably my first half of this brain currently tonight. And we can count that down for you. I'll put you down for it. It's a really pretty one. The finish on the inside too, just shimmers. We're gonna go hob basket. And it's a 20. Oh, certainly, Susan. You know, I'm just trying to give a good, accurate description to the best of my knowledge. And I know there's some of the things that I say wrong, especially when I'm still a little slow on keeping myself hydrated, but try and just do my best, as Fatbird Vines likes to say. So, oh yeah, thank you, Lena. I do not let anything go out not wrapped how I don't want to, how I would like to receive it. That's how I ship. So, all right, Impress Me. Thank you so much. I have that down for you. And can you make sure you send me your information there at my email, vintagevikingtreasures@gmail.com. I do need your real name, your YouTube name, PayPal, email address, and your zip code so that I can do a shipping quote. So, Gina, wonderful. Thank you. I'll write that down. My best friend right now is lists and everything. Keep myself straight on these last couple of weeks before we head out. So this is something totally different from in the box. It is a little vase in the let's see, opal color, opaline, which is a white. It has been airbrushed with a pink around the inside of the crimp, and it has been hand painted with these little rosebuds and this rose bouquet, rose something like that, with the floral ribbon. This can be a $15 start, Kristen. And it has panels throughout. So there's 4 panels, 4 big, 4 small. I do love the little rosebuds. And it was hand painted by, let me check it out for you here. Sally, Sallee, and there is that Fenton logo right on the bottom. Hi, Nick. Welcome. Good to see you. I know I've seen you in Steph and Helen's chat. Welcome. So oftentimes this shape turns into a rose bowl, but because the crimps are opened outward, this is considered a vase. And if the crimps had been pushed in this direction, they would be considered a rose bowl. And that is just a nuance of the shape and how Fenton called them. So one little, let's see, is it painted? Oh, so it's painted twice with the bigger roses and the ribbon, and 2 panels have just a single rosebud. So there we go. All right. Let me create a little space. And we will look at, this one can be a $5 quick claim. It is a hobnail. So French opalescent, which is the colorway. So the clear with the opalescent. Hobnail is the pattern. And it is a fan ashtray. So it has a little indent right there. So oftentimes these were made for something like the dresser set, but this one in particular is an ashtray. This can be a $5 quick claim, and you can put fan in the chat. There are a lot of these floating around out there, especially in this French opalescent color. Hi, Chuckles. Welcome. Again, another new person I normally see over with Helen and Stephanie. Thank you so much for sending people my way. Glad you're able to join us tonight. We got a bit of fit and glass to go through. So next up will be some bonbons, which is the name of this shape of this one. So this shape, which is like, say, a saucer or a bread and butter size plate, which was what it originally probably started out as, is considered a bonbon, where they have pulled it up into a few different shapes. So I have 5 choices. Let's just start with the cranberry one that we have here. So I have 2 cranberries, which is the cranberry opalescent hobnail bonbon. It is a triple crimp. It's been pulled up 3 times. It's a triple double crimp because it's been pulled up in the 3rd point, and then it's got the small crimp. So it's been crimped 2 different ways. $15. These can be for the cranberry, and this is the second one. It is the same colorway. The cranberry opalescent hobnail triple crimp, triple double. You know, start sounding like all those sports terms Jeff throws around down there. So they are almost the same shape-wise, but since they were handcrafted, the crimps just are a little bit different from piece to piece, and you can see there's a little more opalescence on this one than the first one. Lots of people like to display these stacked like this, where they'll do a couple different colorways or a couple different crimps, and then you can stack them up and you can see the different colors of the glass that way for display. I have one of this one, $15 start as well. This is the blue opalescent hobnail bonbon. It has been pulled up in, let's see, 6 spots, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, with that double crimp. And it is a very transparent blue color. Now these all should have been made pre-1970 because none of them have a logo on the bottom. And I'm just going to show you how this would look with it stacked. And then another colorway stacked as well. So kind of give you an idea. That one's not near as flat as I'd like it to be, but at least gives you an idea of what it would look like with different colors stacked. Okay, there we go. So that is the blue choice. And then thank you, Kristen. The last choice in this shape is the silver crest. These will be $10 start. And I have 2. They have that. So silver crest is considered the white milk glass with a clear crest, and they call that combination silver crest. This milk glass does not fire, so it is not the old milk glass from the 30s and 40s, but I have 2 of them that have that double crimp and pulled up about 6 times. And again, here is one of the stacking displays. I don't know if there's enough out there there should be of something like this where you could use this as a bowl or something at a place setting if you were able to collect enough for however many people you wanted to sit at a table, especially this silver crest, because it is a very prolific color that they made in this little style. It's a nice starter piece. A shape that you can get affordably in lots of different colors. This also comes in like I've had the hobnail opalescent in the topaz, which glows. We've had it in the green. The crests come in all different colors: pink, aqua, amber, the clear, all the different ones. So there's a lot of variety you could pick up in a small dish if you wanted to have a variety of different colors to have a small collection. So, alrighty. Take a beat here, and I'm going to do a quick rearrange on the box, because I know we already did the shoes that are in here. And we're going to get into the next box. And who knows what's in this one? It's been a month now since I packed it, so your guess is as good as mine. I'll unpack a couple pieces, and then we can do a few in a row. Kind of help minimize the, quick sip for the lag. And make sure you're refreshed and up to date. Like right here on your screen, if that little dot set is red and says live, then you're up to date on the feed. And make sure that you are in what is it? Live chat, excuse me, all chat. I'm not in top chat, all messages. There we go. I might have missed a few messages. I was not in the correct thing. Good job. Okay. Oh, I do have a few of these. Can you hear that? Or is it going to noise cancel me like Steven? Bet you can't guess what I'm unpacking. One of the things that's kind of funny about this collection is that the sticker right here, it says MK, starts to be my mom. That was my mom's vendor number. The person I bought this collection from bought a lot of items out of my mom's booth back in the day before that mall closed down. So that's kind of an interesting fact. So let's see. So I have some critters and I have some bells. Let's do the I have one that is has a oh, what would be the word, Becky? Spit out the word. He's chipped, so he will be an as is piece, but you can't see really when he's being displayed the majority of his little chip. I have a little this frog. He is hand painted roses on custard, but he has a chip right here. So so custard is a satin. So, and you can see that chip that is so shiny. That is a really good way to tell that shouldn't be that way. Hi, Patty. Good to see you. I know, right? So you can see the chip a little bit from the side, but sitting on a surface, you're really not going to see it. I will start this frog at $15 if anyone is interested. He is signed by gotta get all the things out. Oh, that's terrible. This is a Wagner, which is a more sought after artist. That is Marilyn Wagner. It's missing part of it right there with the chip, but that is a sought after artist. And yes, the custard does glow. Glows green. Let's see, can we get it to show up? There we go. It's a green glowy frog with that custard. He's kind of got a funny little face there, but ribbit. I know, right? This again is the kind of style frog that reminds me of the ones that were in the plants when I was a kid. Hi, Carol. Good to see you. All right, we got Kristen in. See, it's gonna be one of those nights. I tell you what. For our frog, the measurements on this frog are 3.5 long by about 2.5 wide and 2.25 tall. But this one, if you missed it at the beginning, he does have the significant chip underneath. Otherwise, he would probably be a $30 to $45 piece at a show, especially because he has been painted by Marilyn Wagner. So if anybody else wants to be in, otherwise, I'm going to count it down in the chat, Miss Kristen. Going once. I know, he does have quite the quirky little face. So this is the side where you would see the chip a little bit. Turn him this way. And or you turn him so you can see the pretty roses on his back. Going twice. And last call. And sold. Okay. Yeah, it was kind of a bummer. All right. Thank you, Kristen. You got him. Okay. No jumping off the table. All right. Next up, let's do a choice of bells, shall we? Let's do, oh, that one is plain. Let's do these two. These are the small, shorter bells. $10 start choice. I have this. This is blue satin, so it's the same time period, probably made as the custard and the lime sherbet satin. It has I believe it's the asters that's painted on here, and it has the frit applied to make them a little bit sparkly. And I don't think you can see it, but it has a diamond optic on the inside of the bell. And it was painted by Miller. Yes, P. Miller. These are, like I said, the shorter bells, which means they are just about 4.25, 4.5 inches tall. So we have, hi Midge, good to see you. Choice on the blue with the asters, or we have the white with an iridized finish. It has this drape with the bow. And it has been painted with some bluebells or whatever spring floral you want those to be. I'm not hydrangeas. Not hydrangeas. What was I thinking? Grape hyacinths, or I don't know. All sorts of different botanicals that could be. And it is a newer one. It has a sticker and a mark on the inside, and it was painted by it's a really hard surface to read that on. J. Riddle. Jriddle. And it looks like a Randy Fenton signature was applied as a family piece. Randy Fenton is up there on the inside. And there's a little details to the handle too with the bow on that one. There it is. Sorry, it's keep going in and out of focus with that white. It's really hard to not blow out on the camera. All right. So same choice. $10. This is a light green, transparent, with those little blue florals painted, and that has frit on it as well. This is one that came out of Mom's booth. And if you want, I will take that sticker off for you. This one was hand painted by that magnifying lens. Doesn't like to go in that curved surface. C. Smith. It's got a nice little ring to it. And the last small bell choice currently is an all ruby plain bell, but you can see the diamond optic that is on the inside of the bell. It has a plain no pattern on the handle. Right? I thought it was kind of cool. I'm looking for a signature. I'm like, it's not signed because it's not painted. You can see that optic really well. So it's got the lines both directions to turn it into the diamond. And then when you get that light through it, and you see it through both sides, it really makes for a lot of movement with the bell. It almost looks like there was something on it or it had a little scratch right there. So, good okay. At any time, if there's something I passed, throw it in the chat that you're interested in, and we can come back to it, not a problem. If anybody is watching on the replay, send me an email, put a comment in the video. You can get you all hooked up with some Vinton. I have a $5 choice. I have, these kids were made in pairs. There was a little boy and a little girl. These were the praying kids. Hey, Steph, good to see you. This colorway is called Crystal Velvet because of the way that is so super smooth with the acid wash on it, or however they made it to be that satin look. There's the Fenton logo. He's got the little details of his pajama buttons, but I only have the little boy in this set. And the other style that they made these kids in were the kissing kids. And this is the little boy in this set. Thanks, Marilyn. Yeah, that's a really pretty ruby. And he is the purple carnival or purple iridized amethyst carnival. That's what they would call it. The purple glass with the carnival finish. And there would have been a pair, the little boy and the little girl. There's a little boy. He's got the flowers behind his back. But he is a single gentleman. So this would be a $5 choice on the kids, either the praying boy or I suppose we could call him the flower boy because there's nobody there for him to kiss. So, and in this collection, she only had one of each in those sets. So, oh, Cindy is in. You just never know when boys are hiding stuff behind their back, what's going to happen. So the boy is 4.5 inches tall with the flowers, and then the kneeling praying boy is 3 3/4 inches tall. So they were significantly different in size from one set to the other. So we can call that for Miss Cindy. And you can tell me what your choice is once Kristen gets that in the chat. I'll watch for it. Let's see. So cute. They can, but I only have one of this style and one of that style. They're two different styles of shapes of patterns of glass. She's taken this guy. You got it, Cindy. Thank you. There's no, they were made in couples or pairs, and these ones are singles. So. All right, next up, I have a birthday bear. These are the bears that they put the little rhinestone necklaces on. Let's see, is May emeralds for a birthstone? And then they painted them. So it's the opal with the carnival finish. And then they painted the faces. So you can see the eyes, the nose, and the ears. Hey, May. How are, and I know that's not your first name correctly. Good to see you. Thank you so much for jumping in and giving thumbs up. I appreciate that. Oh, perfect, Cindy. That's really cute. Mia, thank you. So I'm thinking this is May. This should, let's see, I can start the birthday bears here for, I can start them for 20. And probably at my booth, I'd have them for somewhere between 30 to 35. I love how they've done the eyes to match the rhinestones with this one. And it was painted by P. Fleck. And here is that little Fenton logo on the back. I know the artists that when they taught them how to make these faces, especially on the bears back in the day, coming out of the factory, they were amazing. They were super cute. So this is that standard sitting bear that they have made in so many different colors and so many different combinations. So yeah, he's really cute. Alrighty. Oh, see, that's why I need to hold up for the leg. I see you, Eileen. I have a May Bear. I have you at 20. We can count that down for her. And if I didn't, I did say it at the beginning. I am combining all of my invoices from my Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday sale into one transaction. So it'll save on shipping and for everybody. So thank you, Eileen. The bears are one of my favorites. They were just so versatile and being able to paint them in different characters and themes. They're really cute. All right, I have 2 more unwrapped and then we'll get some more out of the box. Next up, I have a blue carnival finish butterfly. This is the flat butterfly where they cut it off of the font, is the extra piece of glass, and they polished it to that mirror shiny finish right here. There is that Fenton logo. This can be a $20 start. Again, probably a $30 to $35 piece at my show. Sometimes these were the ones that were like the butterfly on a branch, if you've seen those, where there's a branch like this that kind of looks like a ring holder, almost like a branch to a tree stump kind of piece right here. And or it was a font, which is that extra piece of glass, the plug of glass from the mold that they would cut off and grind down for them to sit flat right there. And they did, for some of these, they made a brass stand that looks like, feet for a butterfly that would sit like this and hold the butterfly up off of a surface. There's another sticker as well. I don't know if I can read the number on that. I think it's a 9. There's a little digit right under the middle of the fin, but there's a big iridization right there. So it's either a 9 or a 0. That gives us a clue as to what decade it was produced in. They are very hard to get them to stay in the stand. So lots of times people need to use like the museum putty or the candle wax to hold it in place so they don't slip off of those. But those stands are hard to find because they didn't make them for all the butterflies either. So, all right. I have an angel. She is green. Is an iridized finish. She also has her head, her satinized, so it's not the shiny finish. This angel would start at $25, please. She has also been painted and has had frit added to her for details. She's got roses and rosebuds on the inside of her wings. There's nothing painted on the back, but you can see that iridized finish really well. They also did these angels in birth months with the hearts on them for the months of the year. Let's see, it says hand painted by, oh, just need all the things. This one I'm not. Starts with a B. I'm not coming up with that last name. Right there underneath. BLY something. That one I'm not coming up with easily. So these are, again, about 3.5 inches tall. Yep. By 3 inches wide and about 2.25 inches deep. So it's a little bit deeper here from center to the back. I usually see the angels in this pattern way or this shape in the birthday months. So I don't usually see them with the painting on them. And the majority of the angels I see in this shape are crystal or clear. All right. Let's see. This is a pretty color. Woo. Sorry. Got some heavy hitters coming out. Well, I loaded up this box. Here, we'll do this one quick. It's the same shape as the blue butterfly. This is the crystal, which is clear, iridescent, so it would be a $20 start. Same shape, just a different colorway, same finish. That's an easy one to describe quickly. Oh, Glowy Girl is in at 20. I'm assuming we're back. Which one, Miss Glowy? Carol? I don't know. Oh, for the butterfly. Okay. If that's the right one, you let me know. I'll unwrap a few more. Since I did show it quickly, I'll make sure that we're all on the same page with this clear butterfly. Wonderful. All righty then. I got us a little auction. I will undo. Oh, that's a lid. So that needs to make some more pieces come out. And we have Patsy in at 22. Chloe says 23. That's a lid. What is that? Oh, okay. Yeah, let's get this piece up. We haven't had this kind of a shape for a while. Let me know whether you're in or out, please, Miss Patsy. On the butterfly. There we go. Good night, Sandy. Sleep well. Thanks for hanging out with us. I see. Ooh, we got 51 in the chat. Awesome. Thanks, everybody, for coming tonight. Appreciate it. Miss Carol, you're up. Would like to be in or out? I have a few more bells in this box. Carol is out. All right. Miss Patsy, we can count it down for you. And I have a few other small vase shapes, I believe, as well, besides the bells and some critters. That's what's coming out right now. And Patsy for 25. Thank you so much. Thank you, Carol, for your offers. Let's see. Clear. Iridized butterfly. Perfect. All right. Got it. All right, everybody's got to move over a little bit. I got to get a few more people in the pool here. Be a little bit of glass music, but nobody will be damaged, I promise. It's like a glass symphony. There we go. All right. Made a little bit more room for ourselves. There we go. Cool. All right. Yep. I have a June date, I believe, is what I have looked at for my calendar for the next Pixie Mushroom sales, Lena. And Verlaine, welcome. Good to see you tonight. Do I have any more butterflies in other colors? I don't recall, but I will write it down and to remind myself as we go along. And if there's one that you're specifically looking for a color for when I'm at the show in Springfield, I can keep my eyes out as well. So you just let me know if there's some, if I don't have it tonight, if you'd like to tell me or send me an email message or whatever, we can do that. I have 2 birthday cats. These have the same rhinestones as the teddy bear kind of style. Their eyes, nose, ears, all painted. So I have January, this one looks like, with the red. And I have the May again with that emerald. This one has the tag, extra tag that is on with like a little elastic. The cats are a little harder to find in the birthday months, so I would like to start these at 25 because I probably would have them around 40 in the show. This one is T. Dooley, and this one is T. somebody else. Watson. There we go. They are the opal iridized, which is the white glass, which you can see here as it's ground in the bottom, so they sit flat with that iridized carnival finish on them. Don't show on April 1st. Okay. Becky, is it? I don't know where I'm missing something, Apple. You'll have to let me know where we're at. And hi, Apple. Good to see you. No worries. Is it rareness or popularity that makes the Fenton and Viking mushroom so pricey? I think currently there's a resurgence in the MCM, the mid-century modern style. There's a lot of younger generation who have decided that that's how they like to decorate with, and that's what they like. So I think it's kind of a resurgence in that. And I'm guessing that there's also, in combination with the quantities that they made it with, are not as much as some of their other shapes and patterns. So, all right. So I see Puggle Mom in first, and hi, Sunshine Sammy, welcome. Good to see you again from yesterday. Don't show an an April birth month. I got you. Goodness sakes. So, Sunshine Sammy, if you want to be in or out, let me know. And to be 26 or higher to have first choice on the birth months of the cats. And otherwise, currently we have Puggle Mom in first. There we go. You got it. Yes, sunflower, Sammy is new to me from yesterday, being on with Yvonne. So that's awesome. Thanks for coming and watching tonight. These are a substantial amount of glass. They're probably close to 12 to 14 ounces of glass, I would guess. And let's see, 11 ounces. Yep. Right. Yeah, but there's lots of people that lots of the, I think it's that, I know Kari liked that MCM for quite a while, partially because it's that whole renew, recycle, reuse, where you're using something that's not disposable. So I think that's one of the last great time periods in those late 70s where a lot of that Pyrex and Corel and kind of that stuff that came out in coordinating prints that was not disposable. And then it all kind of rotates around that as to all the popular shapes and patterns and stuff. Puggle is out. Thank you for letting us know. 35 on up. Now, see, I went to that show, the 80s, 90s, and Y2K collectible show, and those young 20s want all that 80s, 90s clothing. That's where all, I mean, it was amazing to me how many even younger people wanted that kind of stuff. So, all right, be thinking of which choice you would like. I have May and January. And Uggle Mom. Yep, it is a big bad. Hi, Georgia. Sorry, May. You got it. May is the green one. And then Sunflower Sammy. Are you Nope. Who was first? Sunflower Sammy was first, or Puggle was out, and I did it backwards, didn't I? You got May. You got it. I wrote it backwards. And so then I'm going to let Kristen tell me if they want this one. And it takes May 26. You got it. May cat. Just rereading to make sure. So, Puggle Mom, were you interested in the January or the red birthstone? I know there's a lot of people that ask for those birthstone critters. That's why I made sure that they got in the box for you guys to see. She will pass. All right. Thank you for putting it in the chat. Okay. Let's do a choice on bells. These are all $10. Just you can. You definitely can. You got it. It was at the 26. Impressed me. It sounds awesome for the January cat. That's my birthstone. My birth month. Thanks so much. That's how you do it. Just jump in the chat if something isn't claimed. We'll get it taken care of. All these bells are going to be a $10 claim. And if someone, so I'm going to show several different colorways. So if you're interested in one, go ahead and put the color, like something that identifies it, because if I've gone on to a different one and describing it, I don't want to have the wrong one for you. And that way we'll make sure that everybody gets what they want. So these bells will be a $10 quick claim. This is the Daisy and Button in the blue satin finish. It has this, I think, ribbed or ringed, I think they call it, design on the handle. It has the older Fenton sticker, so it's pre-1970s. So that is the blue satin Daisy and Button. I also have the blue satin in, I think this is a Madonna and Child or Mother and Child. It has 4 medallions around the outside of the bell with a rose design. And it has the roses up here on the handle as well. You got it, Bonnie. Thank you so much. Bonnie. Thank you. Okay. No, that one's my pride and joy currently. He's hanging out at my house for quite a while. The little, sure, you got it. I will put him right there next to it. 5, Bonnie. Boy, you got it. Thank you again. This one is, it's not, I think it's opaline, which is the white, but since it's got blue flowers on it, it has kind of a pale blue look to it. I don't know, and I only have about half of them unpacked currently. It's that same medallion style, but this has simple, and I just reread that. I read unicorn bells. Pretty sure they don't have those. With the blue roses and floral painted on it, and it has the blue, it has the floral design roses up here on the handle as well. So this is a example of how they took the same pattern, the same mold, and they put in a panel on this one to create the mother and child, and they left it plain on this one to give you that area for painting. Hello, Uncle Andy. Welcome. Thanks for joining us tonight. Okay, next up I have a chocolate bell. This is the bicentennial series, I believe. It has the eagle at the top of the handle. And you switch to that one. I have a set of a few pieces for my sister Joan. The blue one. Do you want to switch to this one, Bonnie? Let me know if that's the correct one you're speaking of. This panel looks like the presidents. Washington, Benjamin Franklin, or founding fathers, Jefferson. What was the other one? All the guys. And it has the sticker on the inside, and this is chocolate, which is the color is a heat sensitive glass. So depending on where the heat was applied is where you get this change in the color of the glass. And you got it, Bonnie. So I'm going to change from the daisy and button to this paneled painted floral. Sunflower, if this is the one you want, the chocolate, we're just doing quick claims on it, and it can be yours. Chocolate bell. Okay, thank you very much. Perfect. I got the chocolate set aside for you. Okay, sticky note. Cooperate. Get in there. No running off. Okay, what else do we got for bell choices? We're on a roll. Here is now uranium. If you're asking for uranium, that's a chemical in that they make the colors with. So this one is custard, and it does glow. Ooh, look at that glow. So this is the custard. So the pink flowers on custard. So again, it's that little medallion where they have painted and added the frit. And this has the floral up here again on the handle. See if we can get that so it's not blowing out. And it has the sticker. And it says hand painted by Marlene somebody. There's a smudge on the name right there. So, all right. I see sunflower in for the pink floral on custard. You got it. Okay, stay in there. Next up, I have a cobalt iridized colorway. So there's the original price tag on it with the fit and sticker. So this one is a little bit newer. I believe this was just an inventory number somebody put on there. They put a little number on there. You know, there's a lot of people who love the glowy glass. Again, we have a floral pattern that surrounds 3 portraits. Let's see, who do we, and it has a much smaller handle, but it has the floral pattern with the iridized finish as well up there. So the portraits are Elizabeth Ann Seton, Amelia Earhart, and Helen Keller. So these are women of history. So there's Helen Keller, Elizabeth Ann Sutton, and Amelia Earhart. This is a little bit shorter with the, well, that one's not a good example. Next to this one, a little shorter handle than the other ones. Yeah, the color, the cobalt color is amazing. It's just plain cobalt on the inside. The iridization is only on the outside. All right. There's more bells to be had. Next is chocolate roses on Cameo. So this is the Ecru off-white satin colored glass. There's the sticker from and it has the panels again that has been painted, hand painted by E.K. McGregor, I don't know. Again, has the floral up on the top of the handle. Cameo does not glow. It's a bummer because it looks like it should, but it is the like a beige off-white colored glass. Here is the Cameo that has been painted with a cabin scene. Looks like a winter one, kind of a sunset look to the horizon with the trees with no leaves. And this one was hand painted by Dane Frederick. Again, the Cameo makes actually a really great background for when they did some of the painting on the bells. So good night, Susan. Thanks for coming and hanging out. I appreciate it. Have a good one. Oh, good night, Kathy. Better go run, plug it in. All right, next up, this is that ringed pattern handle to the daisy and button with a crimped ridge. This has a metal clacker. Most of the other ones have like an acrylic bead that is suspended with a small chain. And this is the shiny custard. And it totally glows as well. So this has the shiny finish, whereas a lot of the custard has that satin finish. Thank you, Susan. Good reminder. Mm-hmm. Miss Patsy, I don't know. This is a custard daisy and button. I have sunflower in it 10. I don't think I had a white one. Good night again, Susan. Thank you. Miss Patsy, let me know which one you were looking towards. This is the custard daisy and button. Totally lights up. That was the 365. This is the 395. The custard reacts under both of them. Okay. If you're referring to this one, okay. So you would need to be in at 11 or higher on this one, Miss Patsy. And it is custard, which is that pale yellow color that glows with the black light. There's a better look at the colorway coming through. Because we have Miss Sammy in at 10 ahead of you. So I'll let you respond to that one while I look and see if we have We might as well get through the rest of the bells while we're on a bell kick. If you want to be in on this one, let me know. There's a lid. Thank you, Kristen. Want to make sure everybody had a chance to respond. I think we're almost to the bottom of the bell. I'm just going to say. Oh, there we go. Okay. Yeah, it's interesting with the little ruffle on it. So Miss Sammy, let us know whether you'd like to be in or out. Yeah, she's on it. That or you got fast internet. One of the two. So I have two more choices of bells, and then I have some vases and a couple more critters in this box. Sammy says 13 to Miss Patsy. I'm going to say custard. This is a ruffle bell, ruffled edge. I thought it was unusual with the metal ringer or clapper, whatever you want to call this. Occasionally they are missing in some of the bells, which isn't a bad thing. Silent bells are not bad for a collection. But sometimes we can get replacement ones if we have a broken bell, or people will keep them and ask if anybody needs a replacement. So, all right, there's Miss Carol's note about butterflies right there. I will let you guys tell me what you want to be in or out on there. And let's see what else I can unwrap one-handed. I do have a few more pieces of custard in the box, looks like, as well. Patsy is out. Thank you so much. So we have Sammy in. At 15. All right, perfect. Yes, Sammy, it is. Except for when if I have two people that come in on the same item, for me, it automatically turns into an offer up. Because then everybody has a chance to claim it that way. And then we're not relying on everybody's internet speed totally. So sorry if I didn't totally explain that one. I apologize. So there you go. Kristen's got it in there too. So hopefully we got all the explanation on that. All right, last two bells. I have a pink diamond optic, translucent, plain handle, and it is painted with butterflies and a floral design. Oh, no worries. And I was trying to see where the artist signed this one, and I'm not coming up with it quickly. Huh. I'm not seeing an artist signature on this one. And for this one, the logo is right up here where the handle is on the top of the bell. I'm not seeing, oh, it is super hard to see. It's right here in white on that pink, and I'm not going to be able to read who it signed it, but I found it. The signature is there, so. So yeah, sometimes it switches up because we tried several different ways over the years for people to make sure that it was fair for as many people as possible. And it seems to work for me, just how it shook out to be if more than one person claims it, it turns into an automatic offer up and go from there. So ruby with the white roses, it's a plain bell, no optic on it. Let's see. There's the signature. I'm not reading that one. Yeah, there was a rough lag yesterday. I agree. Diane Johnson. And Impress Me, Ruby. You got it. We can count that down. If anybody else is coming in. Let's see, Ruby Bell. So, and because I don't usually catalog or have everything written down when I start, it kind of gives everybody a time to decide whether they want to be in or out as I'm writing things as we go too. So, all right, and Bonnie's going to take the pink one. Okay, and Kristen can call those two. Impress Me. And I just try and be as fair as I possibly can to everybody for having a chance, whether they want to be in or out. I don't like where somebody puts in a huge high just in case to block everybody else from getting something. So trying to be as fair as possible. So thanks for rolling with the punches with us on it. All right, Bonnie is called on the pink. I see that. And Impress Me is called on the ruby. Perfect. Thank you so much. Okay, let's go to the last couple critters I have. Let's do a choice. Perfect. Thank you so much. I appreciate you sending it to me. These are, I have two birds. I have the little, I call this the budgie bird. I know that's not the official term for it, but it's a cute little, like, the kind of ones you see, like they painted it sometimes like a chickadee. And this is the, what did I say earlier? Cameo is the color glass. It has the chocolate flowers. Let's do a $15 start on choice of the birds. Sure. And it's awesome. I'm so glad that you found us, Sammy, as well. Let's see. So this is hand painted by, boy, that one's not coming up either. Tim T. And this one is called the Happiness Bird, the shape of this one. This is the blue, and I don't know if it's for sure the dogwood or the other one because one has 4 petals, one has 5 petals, but it's the blue floral painted, even a little bud up here on the tail. Again, on the cameo, and painted by P.Y. Palmer. Yeah, and we will be combining the invoices, so for sure you will get a nice, the shipping should be helpful that way as well too. The Happiness Bird, this shape for Fenton, the logo is usually right here under the wing. I can feel it, but there it is. You can barely see that oval. And it is the logo for the FAGCA, Fenton Glass Club. Excuse me. All right, Sammy's going to be in at 15. I will hold these two and I'll write this down, and Kristen can count us down on that one. And while she counts us down, you can be thinking about which one or both. You can claim both on a choice too if you choose to. Again, the chocolate roses and the blue floral on the Happiness Bird are the two choices. She's taken ×2. Perfect. Thank you so much. All right, you go there. And you sit nicely next to him. Okay, last critter, I believe, of the box is the blue satin with the blue roses painted on him. He has his little face, and it has a sticker, and some of that is over the painter's name. So what am I coming up with here? Frida K, Frida R. This cat will be a $15 start. Blue satin roses. I do like the faces. I wish that they'd put a little bit more character into the faces, but I believe that these were a little bit older, so pre-70s. So maybe just, I don't remember when they started painting, honestly, to tell you what. It kind of took, you can see when they started painting with Louise Piper being the head painter and the designer, and how it went from years, how he kind of evolved and changed over the years. And this is, yeah, the eyes are great. I fall in love with the little teddy bear eyes. So, oh, okay. I know, Frida. Right? Exactly. We can count that one down. I have Bonnie so far. And this is the blue cat. And, all right. I'll let you count her down. I'm going to have less to pack. Less of this gets to go to the show. You guys are claiming some good stuff tonight. All right. Well, that one is sold to Bonnie. Thank you so much. I'm going to unwrap a few more pieces and see what we can get to the end of the box. So upcoming for next Tuesday, I think I'm going to do one more kind of a miscellaneous kind of stuff for our sale here on Tuesday night. And then the fourth Tuesday, which should be the day I leave to go to Springfield. That'll be Stevens Tuesday. Becky, is it? I need you to tell me, did you buy a tangerine bowl from me last week? Miss Bonnie, I don't know. Last week, Tuesday, I did not have a sale. Does that help? Hi, Becky. I don't know if that helps, Bonnie. And I sent, because the majority of everything I had has been shipped out. I think pretty much all of it. I think I was pretty much up to date before I got sick, so I didn't have a sale last week. That might be an indicator for us. Okay, I think there's a couple more pieces and we're almost to the end. Ooh, we're saving some good stuff for the last here, it looks like. Okay. All right, this is, I know, I did see that, Midge. Yep, all the Becky's in the chat. This is that same blue floral way that was on the Happiness Bird. This is a cameo 3-toe basket weave painted bowl. It will be a $20 start. It's got a real different crimp. It's kind of a star crimp style. It doesn't go back and forth like lots of their other crimps, but it has the floral painted on 3 panels around the bowl, and it has that basket weave in there. Kristen, you're doing awesome. Thank you so much for all your help. And it is hand painted by I don't know. That one I'm not coming up with. Why somebody right there. You remember her buying it too, but you don't know who. Okay, well, now where did I, there we go. Say, I know I unwrapped that lid. Where did it go? We got Sammy in at 20 on the bowl. And so, you know, Sammy, I try and get some good prices. I got a great big lot of Fenton, so I like to pass on good deals to my buyers here as well. So, and for that matter, I was out down for the count last week, so I wasn't watching a whole bunch, so I'm no help that way either. We can count this one down. So we have the blue floral on the Cameo bowl at I can write at 20. All right. Cool. Thank you so much again. All right. Quick question. Okay. I think I see where we're going to go. This is the only vase I have tonight in this shape. It is the Cameo colored glass satin. $20 start. The beaded melon because it's got the little dots, the little beads down between the melon shape of the vase. And it is a 5.5 inch tall vase. It has this style crimp at the top. Again, it's that Cameo colored glass where we've had that last piece with the blue floral, the bird, and the bell all in this color, this beige, ivory, I guess would kind of be another word for this colorway. And it does not glow. It's not custard. I can show you. Here's custard up next to it. Custard is much more of a pale pastel yellow. I see Mike in. So I'm going to say beaded melon. And Mike, and count that down. If anybody else wants to jump in, now is the time. And I'm going to take a sip for the lag. I can tell I'm getting warm. My goodness. I'm going to burn up on this cruise. I'm going to come back looking like a ruby red vase. I got to get out and get some more sun. Calm that guy down. Thank you, Mike. Okay. I have two. I'm going to do a choice, please, Kristen. Both are satin custard. Starting at $25, please, for choice. This is the first choice. This is the satin custard. It's a covered dish. There's the sticker. These are both pre-70s. This one's pre-70s. It has a floral design. Let's see if we can get in here on this without blowing it out. Maybe we can do this and get the design to show up. You can see the floral pattern in the panels, and the floral pattern is mimicked on the foot here. This again is the custard color. So it glows like crazy. This is a heavier piece. That also has that floral design on the lid. If you had a black light tea light to put in there, it would really light that up. So that is the first choice on the covered dishes. And this is the second. Again, it is the white blossoms with the frit on the Cameo. Whoa. All right, let's light it up. There we go. You can see it. I'm getting better ideas of what the design looks like. This has the medallion style similar to the bells, probably in that coordinating pattern way. So it has each one of these panels with the white little floral with the frit applied. And again, both are satin Cameo. This one is hand painted by somebody. That one I'm not coming up with either. So these are the two covered dishes. This one is over a pound of glass, and I'm guessing they both are. This one's probably about 1.5 pounds, and this is just a little over a pound. So you know. And two, with multiple pieces of glass, I try not to ship too much weight in one box. So sometimes I do need to, and they signed the lid as well because the lid is painted. A BL are the initials on the artist on this one. So sometimes, like, if I were to ship these two together, I would probably put them alone in one box because of the weight of them. So I'd have two pieces bubble wrapped, and then I'd have their lids opposite of them to kind of balance out the box and not have anything else heavy to hit the pieces while it is being shipped and tossed around by the postal service. I'm going to put them down so I don't lose the lids. And where are we at? Miss Kristen is counting us down. So covered dish. And we are in at, looks like we're in at 25. Counting it down for Sammy, sunflower Sammy. And you can let me know. We'll just say painted or plain will be the choices. They're both the same color glass, similar florals. That'll be an easy way to distinguish them. And Kristen's asking you, which one would you like? Painted, plain, both? The first one, please. Plain, you got it. If anyone else wants the painted covered dish, you can put it in the chat. I have this one claimed for Miss Sammy. Well, I have, I don't want to see any less. It's hard enough to find Fenton around here, and I don't want to have any less pieces in the world. I do my best to preserve them as we move them around. So, all right, I have a covered dish hen on nest. It is the satin, blue satin. Here is the base. Has kind of an arched design. I can start this at $30. And here is the big logo on the bottom. Right there, the oval. It almost has a little opalescent edge to it, but I don't think the blue has opalescence in it. I think it's just because it's the edge that it lights up a little bit under the light. This is a smaller version of the covered the hen on nest. They come in a bigger one, and then lots of other companies made them in different sizes. So this one is about 5.5 inches long, 4 inches tall, and 4 inches wide. Exactly. We want it to get to its new home safely, be well traveled. We need a Fenton passport for some of these pieces. See how many times they've crisscrossed the country. I mean, West Virginia to Colorado is a big enough trip in the first place, let alone all the different places. I believe this collection, this gal's husband was in the military while she was collecting, and she said she moved it 3 or 4 times. So who knows where it traveled to while she had it. Oh, cool. Those curved glass cabinets are gorgeous for a glass display. So I'm gonna put the chicken down. Oh, all right. I'm gonna leave him down there. Sammy's in on the chicken. You can count her down. I think at this point, you're going to have more than one box coming your way, Miss Sammy. Hen on nest. That's what I want to say. So much better if I just start there. Okay. Perfect. All righty. We're going to go to this little guy. This is one of the styles that they have in mini vases because they're just little tiny. It's similar to the hobnail in the bonbons. This has a chip on the foot, but it has a spectacular colorway to it. So I wanted to at least bring it to the, crack to the back, chip to the side. You know, it's a great shelf sitter piece. I can start it at $10. Normally this colorway, because it does this, would be probably the $40 to $45. So, Lori, in terms of bidding, you're more than welcome to throw an offer up in the chat. I just ask that if you do win an item, that you send me your information here at vintagevikingtreasures@gmail.com. If that doesn't answer your question, go ahead and ask something more specific. So this is I think it's the key lime, or I don't think it's emerald. I don't know if it's called key lime, but it is the lime that glows, and it goes to the opalescent, has the hobnail, has the crimped pattern here at the top of the mini vase. And this little one is 4 inches tall. So yes, it does have that chip, and that is on the top edge. We see it there. This is a little harder color to come by. That's why I wanted to still offer it for a really good price. So, and here is again, the glow on that guy. An amazing color. So yeah, it's not emerald. It's got to be in that lime family. But it's not the same color as those lime baskets I had earlier, because those don't react to the black light. So again, they had so many different color combinations and names. I do not have them all memorized, or mesmerized, as my father used to say. Yeah, key lime is amazing. Oh, I had a piece of that. Where were we? We were in Texas. Oh, and that was really great. At the fish fry, I had key lime pie for dessert. Yummy stuff. All right, she's counting it down. At the mini vase, and we are with Miss Patsy. Thank you so much, Miss Patsy. And thank you for your offers. Okay, I'm going to do 2 more groups, and I think we'll be right at the end, and we're almost right on time for hitting that 2-hour mark for tonight. Right? Well, there's going to be some good key lime pie down in Florida. I have some swung bud vases that are a stretch, swung out. I'd like to do it as a choice, and we can start them at $20. So I have 3 choices in this group. First is the amethyst. Yep, amethyst carnival. Oh, there's the sticker. Inverted strawberry bud vase. You can see the purple. Well, it's really hard to see it through there with that, but it's purple, believe me. The carnival is such a strong finish on that, it's hard to see. And that is how tall they are. That is the first choice, which is they're all about 10 inches tall. Yeah, right about 10 inches. The second choice is they call this colorway Cameo Opalescent with the hobnail. There is the sticker, and that is the opalescence all the way up to the top of that bud vase. And since it has that sticker, nope, it's got a little mark right there too. There's the mark. And the third choice is the satin custard. What is this one? Poppy, I believe? Or is it no, it's not poppy. It's the water lily. The water lily pattern. And the pattern is right there on the bottom and at the foot, and it stretches up here to the bud vase. Again, they're all right about 10 inches tall. And as always, the custard glows under our black light. Neither of the other 2 react. So let's see. So we have the strawberry pattern, the hobnail, and the water lily. And I thought this was a good size since it's all under a foot for shipping as well. And that's why I brought them to you all. The bud vases, the swung vases, even the small ones are very popular. But since they're a nice, convenient size for shipping, I wanted to bring them to you all here first. First dibs. The carnival on this one is just crazy. So Becky's out Becky's in. Bonnie's out. Miss Patsy and Becky are making decisions tonight. Kristen will keep track of our backup bidders, our backup person for choices as we go along. And I'm going to write bud vase on my note. And we'll see where we end up. Patsy is out. All right. Is that everybody in and out? Kristen is on it. Got this down. You thinking of your choice, please? So we have strawberry, hobnail, and water lily. Those are the easy ways to identify them. You can have any combination up to and all three of them if you like. And then Kristen will tell us who our backup is. And we'll work our way down the list. Oh, Miss Becky's taking all three. Look at you. Becky with a clean sweep. Thank you so much. You've got some deals there. Bud vases times 3. Perfect. Thank you so much. All right. Okay. I'm going to do these one at a time. I said I had one more group left, but it's probably easier to do them one at a time. Let's start with the smallest one. I have fairy lights. This one is satin custard hobnail. Now, it does have a red candle melted in it. A little bit of warm water soaking, and I can get that out of there. Actually, it's kind of wiggling right now. Look at that. See how fast I can clean that wax out? It's got a little bit of red still in the bottom there. We can start this one started at 25. Again, custard. Wouldn't this look spectacular on a Halloween table with a black light in it? This is their standard size. They made this hobnail in so many different colorways over the years. I believe it's the same size that Mosser has in this right now that they're making. And the candle had a fragrance to it. I'll go ahead and give it a quick soak. There's no stickers on it. I'll try and get some of that wax out. And now I have it on my fingers. I'm not a big scent fan. We'll try and get rid of that for you. So we have, this is the custard hob fairy light. And Jason throwing his hat in the ring. So here's a fun fact. Actually, who has this? Who has another one? Wilkerson has a pattern that he's making, and Mosser has a pattern that they're making that they purchased from Fenton when they closed, and they have a little bit of a chimney or piece of glass that comes up to here. Now Fenton, they cut theirs totally off and ground it nice and smooth. So if you see a fairy lamp that looks like it should be Fenton, and it has that little bit of extra glass right here, that means that another company made it and didn't finish it the same way Fenton did. There's that big logo on the bottom. So it's vintage for sure. You know, the scented candle melted down in there. And they don't recommend that you put real fire wick, candles inside the glass. when you use them. They recommend doing the battery ones because the heat from the wick and the fire can crack the glass shades. So I want to make a caution. I mean, they're great lit up, but make sure you want to be able to keep it and enjoy it for as long as possible. And I'm going to take a sip for the lag. And I am going to try and go live too from the show in Springfield. I will probably have to kind of decide what works best for the schedule once I get there, when I know what's going on with how they have things planned out, and I'll be able to try and hopefully schedule a little bit in advance so you can get a notification. If you click that bell, the notification button, then you'll be able to know when I go live for a pop-up. All right, we're counting it down. Thank you so much, Jason, for your offers. And looks like we got Sammy in, counting it down. And we are sold. Thank you so much. Okay, the middle size that I have available, second to last piece for the night, is also that inverted strawberry design pattern on the pink iridized fairy light. And yes, thank you so much, Sammy. Here is the logo at the bottom. I can start this one at $30. And it's inverted because the strawberries go in versus like normally the patterns go out. And that's the way they designed this. Mosser has several molds of different things like creamers, spooners, some mugs and tumblers in this pattern that they are currently making. So I know that this pattern is being produced, but this one is the Fenton. It's pink something. Stephen would be able to tell you. He's a lot better with the pink names than I am. It's got a neat little edge here with the design around it. And again, that nice cut and polished edge at the top of the shade. And we have Lori in. I'm going to write down Strawberry Fairy Lamp. And I should tell you how tall it is. It's 5 inches tall and 3.5 inches across. This one is nice and clean on the inside. Nobody put any smelly red candles in this one. Strawberry Fairy Lamp. If anybody else wants to get in, now's the time, or we can count it down. Oh, excuse me. I cut my knee underneath me. Counting it down. And we have Lori currently in. There we go. We are sold to Lori. Thank you so much. Now, Lori, you had asked me how are you my local Lori or somebody else? Either way, just shoot me a message and we'll get all that information settled for invoicing. And thank you so much. Okay, last choice of the evening. We'll have gone through a whole 1.5 banana-sized boxes of Fenton here. I'm going to, we're going to bring it up here all together. This is the 3-piece blue satin colorway. Persian Medallion is the name of the pattern. Fairy Light. So the top and the bottom are both that blue satin glass, and it has this insert in the clear, which is how the candle sits inside. Yes, thank you so much, Lori. So the candle doesn't go in the base, it goes on this insert. I think, so this would probably be around the $75, $80 range at my show. So if I just do 20% off to start with here, I would be around, let's start it at $60. That's about 25% off for a start for you all. I'm gonna take it apart again so we can look at the pattern on the base, which is that Persian medallion. And I don't see, is there an oval on the bottom? It's very faded, but it's right there in the middle. It does not glow. Nope. I wish this blue. Now, if you're using no, it really doesn't glow. The 365 gives a slight green tint, but really this blue does not glow. This is a regular, and it just reflects off the black light color. So again, here is the clear liner. This is usually the piece you don't find. It a lot of times you'll see these at sales where they're trying to balance this piece here, or my favorite is when they put them in like this, because you know it's got to go together. Lots of places don't realize that there's supposed to be this third piece, which is that insert. And these inserts probably go, the people are producing replacements right now that are about $15, $20 a piece just for that replacement insert. So, and let me get you a quick measurement. It is about 7.25 inches tall. Lori, no, it did not. And the width on the base at the widest point is 5 inches. They kind of call this the ballerina ruffle because they've bent it down and over, so it kind of looks like a little tutu. And there it is. So I believe this is the grand finale piece tonight of all the fitting out of the box. So I'm going to just set it down. If there's anyone interested, we can work on counting it down, but I didn't see anybody in there on that. Did they make these in black glass? I think I've seen it in the Amethyst Carnival, but I don't know if it would have been any darker than that. Probably some of the dark carnival colors, maybe a cobalt or ruby or amethyst carnival with the iridized finish or carnival finish on it. Thank you, Eileen. Appreciate it. So, okay, Miss Lori. I'll take you off of that. If anybody else was interested in the strawberry, it is still available. Thanks for letting me know now. It's easier at this point, for sure. Okay, so if there's anything that we passed up, please throw me a comment, an email, throw it in the chat right now. I think it was $30. Bonnie and Puggle Mom. Oh, all right. Looks like we have 3 people interested in it. So how about we just open it back up to be as fair as possible? Bonnie asked how much it was. How about we just start it? Yep, we'll just start it up as an offer. So Bonnie's just says she'll be out, and Puggle Mom says she'll be in at 30. So Eileen, I guess let us know whether you'd like to be in or out. I know all of a sudden it got really popular, right? Sorry. Actually, I'll just rewrite the name on it. Save me a little bit of work. I'll just have a sip for the lag again. Thank you, Eileen. Okay, and we'll count it down. Recount it down. Thank you, everybody, for your interest. I appreciate it so much. And that would be why, for sure, if you have a change of heart or change of mind, to let us know, me and Kristen know as we're going, because then anybody else who is interested in it has an opportunity to ask for it. So we'll count that one down. We got it sold to Puggle. I assigned that one. Oh, Noelle, you're interested in the blue with the Persian medallion? Okay, Miss Kristen, I'll let you count that one down in the chat while I write it down. Three-piece fairy light. D-A. Just counting it down for you. Yeah, the blue is pretty. So, while we wait for that to be finished counting down, I think I got it noted correctly. So thank you for claiming that one, Puggle Mom on the one and Noelle on the other. Thank you so much. So yeah, that's how you do it. Shout it out if you want it still available. We will get it settled. So thank you so much for coming and hanging out with me. If you are anywhere near the Springfield, Missouri area, which is a little bit southeast of Kansas City, that's where our show will be the last weekend of April. It is called the Fenton Bash. It's at the Relics Antique Center in Springfield. And there will be, I think there's 30 plus vendors from across the country that are going to be there. And it is probably one of the biggest rooms full of Fenton available for purchase shows across the country for the year. So it is a pretty big deal, and there are going to be all sorts of Fenton people there. A lot of people that do are in-person sellers at shows. John Walk will be there, Stephen will be there, myself, and Fenton and John. They'll have the mobile glass blowing unit there. Well, they'll be and Dave Fetty, who has done a lot of. He used to work for Fenton back in the day. He did the hanging hearts and all that kind of fancy hand blown work. What time, Central Time, for my sale or the show? I guess will be my question. So a lot of fun people, a lot of fun glass will be at that show coming up. And yeah, next week, my regular, I am not planning on getting sick anymore. First of all, because we definitely don't want, yes, and he did work at Blinko as well. Correct, Kristen. Definitely need no more sickness before we go on our trip. And so Tuesday, 8 o'clock Mountain Time is when I normally start. So that is 9 o'clock Central. You're welcome, Carol. Thanks for joining us. Good night. And yeah, so I'll have one last show of kind of a combination of lots of different things that I've been working on clearing out. And then Stephen will be on the next Tuesday following that. So was Mom here tonight? I saw her in the chat earlier, Laura. She said hi to everybody, but she might have fallen asleep. I'm real good at putting people to sleep for some reason. Had that nice, soothed, mellow voice, right? So yeah, she was in the beginning. So yeah, that's the plan. I will be working on invoicing, and thank you so much. Thank you, Kristen, as always, for keeping track of me and helping my tired brain tonight. And thanks for all the thumbs up, all the subscriptions, all the follows. And I appreciate it so much. I love being able to bring you guys some sneak peeks of what's coming out of the show. There she is. There's Mom. She's in the chat, Laura. Laura's saying hi, Mom. So, all right. Everybody have a great night. And I'll see you in the chats, or I'll see you next Tuesday. Have a good one. Bye, guys.